So today I want to talk about a book that Steve Harvey personally read, and he says it's so powerful, and it's also one of the most powerful books that he read besides the Bible. So I want to talk about that book in today's video. But before we get into that, just in case you don't know, my name is Rob Moore, award-winning author, leadership expert, and founder of LeadersWhoShine.com. And I help people show up, step out, and shine, no matter where they are or what they do, to create more leaders in the world. And I want to welcome you back to my Words of Wisdom series. This is episode number 28. And the words of advice for today, the words of wisdom are: read The Secret. This is the book that Steve Harvey said is the most powerful book that he has ever read in his entire life. He said there's only one book that he believes is more powerful than this book, and that's the Bible. Now, I don't know about that, but I will definitely say this is a must-read book. You know, if you've been following my entire Words of Wisdom series, you know, there's a couple of books that I have brought up. You know, the first book that I spoke about was Think and Grow Rich. You know, at that point in my life, at that time of recording that video, I really believed that that was the number one book that everybody should read. And since then, you know, my opinion has changed a little bit. And the reason my opinion has changed a little bit is because, you know, just from talking to a lot of people, not everybody, you know, is out here, you know, trying to build businesses, and, you know, everybody's not like out here trying to, you know, like be a highly successful person or anything like that. So my opinion has changed a little bit. I really think that is a very critical book to read. I would definitely still put it in the top 5, but honestly, this book, The Secret, you know, I believe that this is the number one book everybody should read. Now, the other book that I brought up recently was The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. And I kind of think that everybody in the world should either start with The Secret or The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. Now, if you're like an individual that is not aware of the mind, doesn't know anything about it, you know, is very new, you know, to this whole awareness of how the universe works and how our mind works and interacts with the inner world and the outer world, you know, I highly recommend The Secret. And the reason why I really recommend that you read The Secret is because, you know, I've read this book so many times. This is another book that I have on audio. Let's see. This book right here, you know, obviously I have the physical copy. I've given away a lot of these as well, but I've read this physical copy, you know, multiple times. I even like made my son read the book once. I have the actual audio book as well. Listen to that numerous times. And this book actually became a movie as well. And I know I talked about this a little bit on one of the Words of Wisdom series, but, you know, there's a movie called The Secret, you know, just in case you didn't know. It's like an hour and a half long. You know, it's kind of like it's kind of like a summarized version of the book. You know, it's still highly valuable, but I highly recommend that you watch the movie. You know, you get the audio book, you get the physical copy, and like start to understand it. And the number one reason why I like to highly recommend this book as the number one book, you know, that I think everybody on the planet should read is because it's very easy to understand. You know, I've tried reading the Bible. You know, I actually have the Bible, the whole entire Bible on audio book. So I got this big case that has, I don't even know, man, maybe like 50 CDs, because it's the whole Bible on audio. You know, obviously I have the Bible, but from what I have personally experienced, you know, and, you know, I'm just being honest, is, you know, the Bible's, in my opinion, this is just my opinion. Don't shoot the messenger, please. Please don't judge me. Don't judge me. just my personal opinion, there is a lot of valuable information, in the Bible, and there's also a ton of valuable lessons in the Bible, but I just don't think they're like really easy to understand unless you got somebody that's really breaking this stuff down for you. And what I have found personally from reading The Secret is that it's very easy to understand, because when you're talking about the universe and how God created the universe, and how all of these mystical things actually are going on in the world, and how your mind is affecting your personal experiences, stuff like that. This can be some deep, heavy stuff, and the Bible covers all of this stuff. But I think it's very easy to understand when you read The Secret. Like I think like a kid can actually like read this book at a very young age and start to be able to understand it a lot easier than if you were to just give the Bible to a younger kid and just tell them to read it, and then hopefully they can be able to understand it. I just think your chances are a lot better with The Secret versus the Bible, and actually being able to identify those lessons to take your life from one point to another point. So that's why I highly recommend The Secret. Like if you're somebody that's like aware, of the mind and how it actually works, and how you can manipulate things in the world, and how you can actually manifest certain things into your life and attract certain things into your life. If you're a little bit more advanced, then I would say jump right into The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, because then you're ready. Because that book is very easy to understand as well, but I don't think it's as easy to grasp as this book, The Secret, is. So I highly recommend, like, this is a must read. Like, I don't care like what your goals are. This is a book that everybody should read. Just like the Bible is like a book that, the Bible is just a book everybody should read, so I highly recommend that you do that as well. You read the Bible, you read The Secret, and then I'm going to do a whole separate video where I just talk about The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, because I just think that's a very critical book, because there's so many things that are going on in that book that are not discussed in this book. But this book is a great place to start. And let me help you out. This book is The Secret. It's by Rhonda Byrne. I don't even know how much it costs nowadays, but getting books online don't cost that much at all. But the most important thing that I want you to take away from reading The Secret is it talks about, the importance of thoughts, and it talks about the importance of feelings. So the most important lesson that I want you to take away from The Secret is the importance of managing your emotions, like making sure that you feel good all of the time. People don't understand like how much their emotions affect their life. I mean, everything starts with thought. What you think, everything starts with that. But once you're starting to think a certain way, it's going to make you feel a certain way. And a lot of people are blocking their own good, and a lot of people are blocking themselves and preventing themselves from getting certain things that they want because they don't have good, positive emotions in place to allow this thing that they want to come into their life. So that's the most important lesson I want you to get from that book. But I'm going to cut this video here because you know me. You've been on my last few videos. They've been going like 20 minutes on average. I don't know where we are right now, but I think if we stop here, we're going to be in a lot better shape than we've been in. So go get this book. It's called The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. Read it, read it multiple times so you can get a full understanding. And then the next thing that I want you to do is I want you to like this video. I want you to share it. I want you to comment on it. And I want you to subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. And then if you have not already done so, make sure you go over to leaderswhoshine.com so that you can get a free preview of my top selling book, Show Up, Step Out, and Shine. And that's all I got for you today. Looking forward to shooting the next video, and I'll see you then. Hey, my name is Rob Moore, reminding you to show up, step out, and shine. Now is your time, so make it shine. Thank you very much, and have a fantastic day. I'll catch you later.